I have got something brand new for you, and I cannot wait to share it with you. It's all about October. It's all about downsizing, and you are going to love this because it's going to catch you more fish. So last year about this time, Booyah come out with a very unique jerkbait, and it worked for us from, you know, late September, October, all the way through November, December, and into the winter, well into the spring. We talked about it several times and what I liked about it. It's unique in the way it's made, and there's several reasons that it's made that way. We'll get into that in just a little bit. What I love is this year they've downsized it. So now they've came out with the Junior, but not only the Junior, especially for the lakes that I fish, the Junior Deep. I love that because the deep diving version of this bait is critically important to me this time of year, in the fall and into the winter, because I fish deeper, clear, ultra clear water reservoirs. Now, let me show you what I like about the Flash Point Junior and Flash Point Junior Deep. One of the things that I love about the Flash Point Junior is the bill. The bill is designed a little bit different. It comes out and really widens up right here at the end. And what that does is give a really wide slashing, darting action. Now, it's the same on the shallow too, but it's just a little less pronounced than on the deep. Something else that I love with it is the body style. You'll see it's got some very flat sides, which is going to give it that side-to-side action, and it's got a little bit more of a shad profile right here, which also helps with that little darting side-to-side action, that little fat belly. On the head, it's got embedded a Booyah willow leaf blade. Now, the thing about that blade is that it gives it an unusual flash. So it gives the bass a target. So as it's coming through the water flashing, that gives them a target. Now, the other reason why to put that on there is because it shows up incredibly well. It reflects those sonar signals on forward-facing sonar. But trust me, you don't have to have forward-facing sonar to stroke them with this little bait. Great paint jobs that we're about to show you a few of right now, and good, strong hooks. So again, let's talk about some of the colors these come in. This is just some of them. This particular color is called Midnight. This one is Sexy Shad. This one is Pro Pink. This is the one that I've been fishing today in the deep version. This is called Vegas. Now, for the most part, I've got each one of these colors in both the deep and the shallow diver. I'm just going to show you one or the other. This is Ozark Shad. This is Canary. This is Bleeding Pearl. This is called Hyper. This is Pro Blue. This is El Gibbon. And last but not least, Chrome Dome. Now, just in case I haven't said it already, these are suspending jerkbaits, okay? Both the deep diver and the standard Flash Point Junior are suspending jerkbaits, which is what you really want as we get into October, November, December, and the colder months, because you can just leave it setting right in front of those bass's face. Now, something that I like to do, I probably tie on, even though this is close to the right size, I like to put on a snap. And the reason why I put on a snap is so that I can go through all these colors until I get honed in which color seems to be working. And this is one of my favorite colors. It's got that sort of goldish green back to it and translucent body. Again, this is the Vegas color. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I tie it on. And you can tie on a loop knot also, but since I've got the swivel on, we're just going to tie on our normal pit seam knot today. All right, we're just going to come through the swivel, drop it down, double it over, swing it through about 5 to 6 times. Come up through the top, and we'll just pull down. And then we will just snip that tag in, and we are ready to go fishing. All right, geeks, so we're going to talk about rod, reel, and line setup, and one of the things I'm going to tell you about, hey, there's links for these. Man, these things are great. This one right here I probably had for years, but man, they're easy to deal with. They're clear. You can see what baits you got on them, and I get them from Amazon, and you can get them like 10, 12, maybe even 20, I don't know, for way cheaper than you're going to buy them in most of your tackle shops and stuff. So make sure you go check that out. There'll be links down there in the description. And just so you know, we don't do memberships or Patreon or any of that paid stuff. We want everybody, we want every single bass fishing geek to come and watch and learn and catch more fish. So we don't do any of that stuff. But if you want to support the channel, we do have a affiliate link to Tackle Warehouse. Now you can go down in the description of this video, copy that link, and bookmark it on your PC or your Mac or whatever if you want to help us, or just scan this code right here and on your mobile device and go ahead and bookmark it. Anytime you go to Tackle Warehouse to buy anything, just click on that link or on that bookmark, and it doesn't cost you a dime extra, but it does help us out tremendously. So if you want to support us, that is the best way to do it. Now, let's talk about rod, reel, and line. And this is, you've heard me talk about this forever, because these baits are lighter. Now, they do have a transfer BB system in them, so you can cast them a mile, but they're a little bit lighter than some of the other juniors on the market. So you want to make sure you've got a nice medium, moderate action rod. And I like a 7-foot. You guys, depending on your height, may want a 7-foot. You may want a 6'10" or a 6'8", depending on how you fish a jerkbait too. Spinning rods work great. I just personally, it's just a lot less work, and to me it's just a lot easier to fish it on a casting combo. This is a Fitzgerald. It is a 7-foot medium moderate action. It's got the microwave guide here, which helps me get a longer cast. This is the Versa. Now, I've got that coupled up with one of my favorite light bait reels. This is the Lew's Speed Spool Custom Pro right here. Now, this is a 6/8 one. I think anytime you're walking the dog or you're jerking some sort of bait, horizontally in the water, that 6/8 one from Lew's is an incredible speed. You're not going to move it too fast, you're not going to move it too slow, but you can move it as fast as you want or as slow as you want. Now, we've always got that teamed up, and I like to use Canine Fluoro, which is their mono, because it's neutrally buoyant. Now, if you want to get it down a little bit deeper, you can actually use their Pro 100, which is their fluorocarbon, 100% fluorocarbon. It's going to sink. So if you want to sink that bait just a little bit deeper, get it down a little bit deeper, you can make that hack and get this bait to go even deeper. And both of those lines are by Canine Fishing. And by the way, got a 10% off discount right here for you. All right, geeks, so when we talk about throwing a jerkbait, I think most of you know how to do it already, but I am going to give you a few tips. Let's talk about retrieve first. Okay, retrieve. We're out here, it's 1st of October, it's 80 degrees. These bass are stacked up in some brush piles, or they're out here open roaming, chasing shad. This is the time of year where the paws don't matter. Water temp is still 72, 73 right now. We're in the middle of a heat wave, and 90% of the time, I am just jerking it until my arm falls off. Now, may not be the best way to say that, but that is how we're doing it. If we are pausing, it is, twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, 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 pause, twitch, 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 pause, twitch, twitch, twitch. I mean, that is how it is going. It is going at 100 miles an hour. I always say one of my favorite ways to do it is the old 1, 2, 3 method. And that's probably my go-to cadence. And what that means is it'll be twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, 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 pause, twitch, pause. Good old 1, 2, 3 method. You'll find out how fast and how long you need to pause it. I'll tell you what we've been seeing today, and generally when it's hot like this, you're just trying to get them to react. The pause almost does not matter today. So if you're not just running it by them almost faster than they want to chase, you're not getting bit out here today. Now, as we go into the fall and the water temps begin to drop, you're going to want to begin to drop and elongate that pause. So it'll be twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, 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 pause. Just that simple. So, I'll tell you, just because of having live scope and learning what the fish and how the fish react to it, those super long pauses almost really don't affect it. What generally ends up happening on a super long pause, if there is a fish chasing it, they'll turn off of it. Or if there's not a fish out there, what happens is, just so happens while you're pausing at that long pause and then you twitch it, one kind of comes swimming by and then you catch it. So I, at this point, have used forward facing sonar long enough to know that if you're pausing longer than about 5 seconds, you're just wasting your time. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. Now, for me, generally, I like to make long casts as long as I can possibly make, because I'm fishing ultra clear water. So I want to keep the boat noise at a maximum distance away. I want to keep the visibility of me at a maximum, distance away, so that I can get as close to or catch the most fish that I possibly can. I'll generally stay pretty far away, making the longest cast that I can. Generally, you're not going to have to guess when you catch a fish. Like, as you're twitching, especially, like I said, this is a medium, moderate action, this rod is going to work. Like, as soon as they hit it, as you're twitching, you set the hook as you're twitching. Once you twitch and you feel the rod, just give them a little bit to make sure those hooks sink in, and then be ready to play. Make sure your drag's right, and press that thumb bar to feed them a little bit, because again, small hooks, you don't want to pull free. So don't horse them. Give them time. Get them away from cover if you can. If you're in a kayak, move away from the cover. If you're throwing it up in the cover into brush piles like we were today, once you get it set and get them away from it, take them away from it using your trolling motor, your paddle, whatever you can. At that point, this many treble hooks, I highly recommend a net. But if you don't have one, just be very, very careful when you get down there to lip that bass. Like I said, what's great about that is it's a target for those bass to come hit, a little extra flash, but it's also a target for you to be able to see when you're fishing forward facing sonar. This little bait is incredible. Like I said, it's a little bit lighter, so you might want to go a little bit lighter with your rod that you're using. But whether you have forward facing sonar or not, I can promise you this is going to catch you some bass this fall. Now, I do have a 15% off code. That will be in the description down below. I believe it's BassGeek 15, but check the description down below for safety's sake. The best place to get these, and the place that you're going to be able to use that 15% off, is LureNet, which is Booyah and Pradco. It's their whole family of baits. It's where they sell directly to consumer. So make sure you go save some money, use that 15% off code. It does help the channel out also. So if you want to support us and you want to pick up some of these for the fall, make sure you go do that. Again, links will be in the description. Otherwise, if you want to learn about the full-size version of the Flash Point, make sure you go check out this video right here. If not, questions, comments in the comment section below. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you get the notifications when these videos come out. Be part of the 100% Watch Squad, because we are close to 100K, and you, the 100% Watch Squad, are going to get us all there all the way. And you geeks rock.